Well, happy Monday and welcome to week 36. This week for reading, we are still going to focus on our world, but we're going to take a look at our world from the outside. So, we're going to be talking about outer space. And in particular, as you can see from the picture, we're going to be talking about the title of our story, Space. So this is a place that is actually a real thing where you could go and learn to be a scientist or an astronaut. Basically, somebody that works in outer space. So I can't think of anything cooler than to finish up our uh, Earth unit on learning about outer space. So as we go through the story this week, we know pictures and words and our focus question are extremely important to us understanding what's going on in the story and being able to make connections. So let's do a quick picture walk just so you get an idea of if you ever had the opportunity to go to space camp, what you could see or what you could be doing. So far, it looks like some pretty fun things. Basically, you're just getting to be an astronaut, which I can't think of anything more cool than that. Of course, if you were at the training center for space camp, you are definitely going to get to stop by NASA. That is the United States leader in space exploration and all things dealing with space. Also, you would learn how it would feel like to be in outer space. So there is no gravity in outer space. So you would float. Here it looked like they're on an amusement park ride. They're actually working on um, quick starts and stops. That happens quite a bit when you're in a rocket ship or a spaceship. And then, of course, you would learn how to control one of the spacecrafts. Of course, on the last page, we have one of our most important text features, which is our glossary. So we're going this week, we're going to learn about the words aeronautics, impairments, launch, leadership, rovers, simulators, spacecraft, and trainees. All of those words will become more familiar to us as we go through the story this week. Now, please don't forget, as we use those words, it's also important to focus on that focus question, which this week is why do people want to attend space camp? So, obviously, that would be a very important question, and it would be more than just space is pretty cool. So, we're going to learn why it would be important or what the good reasons would be for attending space camps. I want you to use your highlighter or pencil throughout the week to find those reasons. Also, if you want, take notes. Taking notes is a very good way of helping you to further understand what was talked about in the story. Remember, you're being a listener, not a reader, so it's very important that you take this information with you. So, if highlighting and underlining doesn't do it, jotting down notes or writing things down that I said or maybe some of the students said will help you to understand. Of course, to finish out today's YouTube video, we have our table of contents, which is always super important. It's a great reference to go to when we're looking for specific information. So if I wanted to know about what I needed to take with me to go to space camp, I might want to go to page 8 because it's titled Going to Space Camp. If I wanted to learn about what the astronauts in the future may look like or what they may have to do, then I'm going to go to page 15 because that talks about astronauts of the future. As we go through the story, please don't forget, in addition to highlighting and taking notes, we also need to be making connections here. So please ask questions. And also, as you hear this information, think to yourself if this may be something you would actually want to consider. Any type of camp is a fun time, but we also use these opportunities when we get to go to things like camp to also figure out if this would be something that maybe we would want to do as a career, or maybe we can't be astronauts, but maybe possibly we could do something in the science field that would allow us to do something that we would enjoy. So as we read, please keep those things in mind. If you have any questions, please chat me. Otherwise, we'll see you at 10:20 for our first Zoom.